Hi, I'm Holly Andrews, Integrative Nutrition Health Coach and Executive Wellness Coach. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the kitchen. If you are watching this video when it drops, we are in June. It is the very beginning of June, and that means all things summer. So today I'm excited to share with you my summer berry and avocado chicken salad. Doesn't that just sound amazing? It is packed full of all of the things that we love on this channel, and that is, high protein, lots of great healthy fats, antioxidant rich, all of those things that are going to help keep our blood sugar stable, which in turn is going to help keep our cortisol levels where they need to be. So let's talk about the wonderful ingredients that are in this salad, and then we'll show you how easy it is just to toss this together. It literally took me probably less than 10 minutes. I didn't time it, but less than 10 minutes to throw this salad together. Obviously, we've got chicken in this salad for our protein. Now, this is a salad that lends itself to really any kind of protein you like. So I just took some chicken that we had left over from dinner last night. I had a grilled chicken breast, so I just used that for this salad, which made it super simple to throw together. Now, if you need to go grill some chicken or scrounge up some other protein, then this salad will take a little bit longer. But if you have that leftover protein, it is super, super simple. So that protein is gonna help keep our energy up. It's gonna help with our cortisol balance and obviously muscle health, repair, and all of the things that we need protein for. So if you don't have grilled chicken, fine. Use some salmon. Either, if you have a salmon fillet or some canned salmon, you could use canned chicken. You could get a rotisserie chicken from the store. You could use chickpeas in this salad. That would make a really great plant-based salad. So tons of options there when it comes to your protein source. You could even use eggs as your protein source. Although, eggs are protein, but they are more fat than protein. So I would choose another protein source if you're gonna use eggs as well. But again, kind of like the world's your oyster in this when it comes to protein. This salad just lends itself to any kind of protein choice that you want. We've also got avocado in here. So lots of monosaturated healthy fat that is in potassium, which is absolutely key, and magnesium as well. I love avocados. Fiber. Avocados are full of fiber, so all kinds of goodness coming from that avocado, and that's going to help support our adrenal health, okay? So our adrenal glands, they sit on top of our kidney glands, and they are responsible for those stress hormones. So if our adrenals are not functioning properly, our stress hormones are not going to be balanced and where we want them to be. So key is to help get our adrenals balanced and healthy. We've obviously got berries, right? So in this case, I'm using strawberries and blueberries for the high antioxidant load, high vitamin C load to help with inflammation and protect against oxidative stress that can damage our cells. So we've got the berries. You could use any berries that you want, whatever you've got on hand. I just happened to pick up a bucket of big, beautiful strawberries from the farmer's market, and I had some organic blueberries already in the fridge. So threw those into this salad. Next up, we've got hemp seeds, and I used pecans instead of walnuts for this salad because that's what I had on hand. So again, a recipe that is completely flexible depending on what you have on hand in your kitchen. So those hemp seeds offer some more omega-3 healthy fats, but they're full of iron. They also are full of magnesium. The pecans are as well. So those things, again, gonna help reduce cortisol, balance out our cortisol, and help soothe our stress system. And finally, we have a beautiful lemon basil dressing. So we've got some olive oil in that dressing, which is anti-inflammatory. We've got the vitamin C from the lemon juice. We've got some apple cider vinegar, which helps regulate blood sugar. So beautiful, beautiful stuff in all of this. So let me tell you how simple it was to throw together. The first thing I did was get my dressing together because I wanted to give the dressing a chance to kind of meld while I was throwing everything else together. The recipe does call for fresh basil. I forgot to buy fresh basil. There was beautiful fresh basil at the farmer's market this weekend, and I just walked right by it. So I chose to use dried basil that I had here at the house. If you don't know what that ratio is, it is typically for every tablespoon, actually it's a 3-to-1 ratio. So the recipe calls for a tablespoon of fresh chopped basil. Therefore, I used 1 tablespoon of dried basil. So that ratio works across any kind of herbs that you have. So I used a tablespoon of dried basil along with my lemon juice, my olive oil, my apple cider vinegar, and a little bit of Dijon mustard just to help tie it all together. So I got that all mixed up and put it in my little mason jar, shook it up. and just let it sit while I got everything else together. The next thing I did was I chopped up my cucumber. I had a cucumber from the farmer's market, so I chopped that up. I chopped up my strawberries and I made them fairly small pieces. I got my avocado. Now for this video demo purposes, I made 1 serving. The recipe calls for 2 servings. If you're like looking at me and why did I use 1/4 of an avocado, that's why. If I were making 2 servings, I would have used the whole half of an avocado, but I used the 1/4 of an avocado. Those things chopped up, and then pulled out my chicken breast, sliced that up, and then I was ready to assemble. That's it. That's all I had to do. I mean, it was super simple, and you know, you probably don't even need to cut up the cucumbers and strawberries as finely as I did, but I wanted them in some small pieces. So once I had that all done, I just put my salad together. So I got some salad mix, again, that I picked up from a local farm. I thought about using kale that I had in the fridge, but I just decided to go with the salad mix for the purposes of the video. Top of that, I placed my grilled chicken breast, my sliced chicken breast, and then I added in my strawberries, my cucumbers, my avocado, sprinkled in on top of that the blueberries, added in the hemp seeds, and then topped that off with my chopped pecans, and then drizzled my dressing on top, and that's it. It was so simple and so quick and so beautiful. How amazing does that look? It looks great. It smells wonderful. This is my dinner tonight, but it's summer on a plate and I love it, and I know that you're gonna enjoy it as much as I do. So until next time, I'm Holly Andrews. I believe that you can heal your stress from the inside out. And if you haven't checked out my book by the same name, check that out. Link is in the description below, along with the description of the link for the full recipe in the description below. So check those out. If you have read the book, please leave me an Amazon and a Goodreads review. That would be really helpful, and I would very much appreciate it. So stay tuned as we head into summer with more summer seasonal recipes. See you next time.